Well, it took almost 40 years, but you finally have a starring role, Elita-1. Good for you. Take the gimmick toy and like it, dork. From the new Transformers Earthspark Warrior class, this is Elita-1, and I have to say, I quite like this figure, and I quite like the show. I've seen nothing but positive vibes for it for people who've actually seen it, so, you know, not counting anyone who's on the Transformer message forums, I guess. But, the show's really fun. It's pretty solidly done, animation's great, voice acting is really good. Alan Tudyk implying that Optimus Prime performed war crimes is wonderful, paired up with the Megatron. And I really like Elita-1 too, as essentially being like Optimus's, like, I'm trying to think of a good parallel. She's what Prowl wished he was, in that she kind of does give off vibes of being a secret police, but, you know, we're not talking about that right now. Taking a closer look, and unfortunately there was some paint misalignment on that head sculpt. It's not too noticeable, but you can see that yellow really blotted over on the forehead crest. That said, consider this is Warrior class. This is not the Deluxe class. This is not made for the older, like, people buying this. This was the gimmick figure. You know, when Cyberverse started out, they were essentially glorified one-step changers. Look at this figure, though. So Warrior class, you have universal shoulders, ball joints here at the elbows, and I'm going to get to the gimmick in a minute because it's great. You have universal at the hip. The knee's a bit weird, but you get more than 90, and the feet are so big that you can get in a lot of poses with very little issue, and the backpack really isn't that bad. The gimmick figures are super solid with this line so far. The Optimus I've messed with, wonderful, love him. I've not seen the other gimmick figure, which, oh wait, yes I have. It's the Skywarp. Skywarp's still not good, but that's a Cyberverse figure, so, you know, doesn't change the point. So let's talk about Elita-1's gimmick, right? So you see this like weird hand? Literally the whole gimmick is just you can flip it out. You have like one like molded in fist that has like a little pistol, flip it around, and you have a much longer rifle. Or you could have like a kind of underhanded, like big grappling gun. It's actually kind of brilliant. Like, granted, you don't have the hand over here unless you have the pistol, but unintrusive, a lot of little fun things you could do, doesn't affect the rest of the figure. That's a perfect gimmick for me. A quick transformation later, and you get a pretty simple SUV mode, if we're going to be honest. Not a lot of paint on the go, but, you know, it's fine. You know, once again, for a gimmick figure, I'm kind of surprised how much paint this thing had, and they should have prioritized robot mode, which they did. Overall, it's a good pocket money toy.